If you watched my last video, you know that this is my 1997 Toyota RAV4. And if you didn't watch my last video, well, this is my 1997 Toyota RAV4. And today, I thought I'd take you on a little tour of it. Let's start with why I bought this particular RAV4 over all the other first-generation RAV4s currently on the market. Really, it's for one reason. Okay, two if you count the cool dolly sticker on the back. This RAV4 has the extremely rare optional rear limited slip differential. I've been looking for a first-gen RAV4 with that LSD for months now, and I've only found 4 for sale in the entire country, and this is the only one that was remotely local to me. So when it popped up on Craigslist, I knew I had to buy it. I paid just $1,500 for all of this RAV4-ness. And not only did that price include a rear LSD, but also an odometer that reads 245,000 miles and an interior that looks like it was used as a set for The Walking Dead. But not to worry, because this RAV4 comes from the golden age of Toyota, and I buy Clorox wipes in bulk, so neither of these things are really an issue. In fact, despite those epic miles and the overall disgusting condition of this car, everything in here works. The power windows, the power mirrors, the HVAC, the cruise control, it all works. Even after 250,000 of what I can only assume were unloved miles, even the engine and transmission work perfectly. There are 1 or 2 small problems with my RAV4, if I'm being honest. The first is that it leaks oil. Kind of a lot of oil, and from everywhere. The second minor issue, if you could even call it an issue, is that the fuel tank's being held on by a combination of a C-clamp and some string. But it is being held on. Oh, and one other thing. I suspect there might be a slight exhaust leak. Amazingly, after being ridden hard and put away wet for the last 21 years, most of the bodywork is still here. And in some areas, the previous owners even made improvements of their own, like this dent here and this other one here, which really gives this RAV4 some character. But that's nothing compared to the character in here. I don't know how they did it, but Toyota managed to make upholstery out of the 1990s. Back here, you'll find a couple of other vintage touches, the best of which is the exterior mounted spare tire, which I think makes the RAV4 look like an authentic SUV. A lot of automakers have gone away from the exterior spare tire, but I think it's a really cool look, and I hope one day it comes back. And because there's a tire bolted to the tailgate, the RAV4 doesn't have a traditional hatchback, but rather a large swing open door. And it's actually pretty light, even though there is a tire on it. It really doesn't take much effort to open or close. And behind this door, you'll find an extremely low load floor, which makes it really easy to load heavy items like, this commemorative log I have right here. Yeah, piece of cake. Because of this low floor, the RAV4 actually has a decent amount of cargo room. And you can make the cargo area even bigger by flipping forward the second row seats, so you can fit an object roughly this size in it. And so that's a tour of my 1997 Toyota RAV4. Over the next few weeks, I'll be addressing those minor issues I mentioned earlier, and then I'll get it out on the road for a proper road test. And then the real fun begins. I'll be putting my amateur mechanic skills to the test by building this into a Toyota RAV4x4, or at least attempting to. Either way, it should be entertaining, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a minute of the action. And thanks for watching.